This is the kicker. When using video in your business, the only thing that matters, I mean really matters, is what is being communicated to the viewer. Hey, what's up folks? My name is Brian, and what I want to show you today in this video is how we can produce video for your business without physically having to meet to do it. Wait, let me take this off because you're not going to have access to a lapel mic when you're submitting videos to me on your own. So I'm gonna keep this relevant. 1 second. Okay. I've developed a 4-step process to produce value-driven videos for any business. And those 4 steps are: make a plan to produce, deploy inputs, the actual video editing, of course, done by It'sCoolVision, and lastly, to submit deliverables. So let me take a quick step back to explain why this is valuable. So the first reason is the ability to produce an abundance of content without having to physically meet. Now, of course, we can arrange for professional filming to be done, but the whole point of this process is to limit the amount of physical interaction that's required, thus giving you more time to focus on what your role is in your business. Also, we can maximize the amount of input from you, your team, or your customers. So what do I mean by that exactly? With this type of video production, there will be some requirement for user-submitted content from you, your team, or your customers. And what you guys would do is follow simple instructions from It'sCoolVision on what to do. The task will be one of the following 2. To answer questions on camera, of course, questions will be provided by It'sCoolVision, or to take a quick video or a picture of your product, service, or result. And that's it. Which leads to the third point. Technology, which enables us to utilize our smartphones to produce content easily. You see, not all video has to be from an expensive 4K camera that costs $15,000. Heck, this iPhone I'm recording on even records in 4K. So the technology is there to help us, and almost everybody knows how to take a video or take pictures on our phone. Makes sense, right? Because the big point of what we're trying to do is develop video communications for your business. That's the big point. Okay, so now let's take a look at the 4-step process to how we do this. So with my experience that I took note repeatedly at the fact that every business owner that I work with, they either need something somewhat different or drastically different from the next guy or girl, because it's all subjective to the business. And I mean, even if I'm working with the same kind of company, the 2 different businesses can have 2 completely different sets of needs. So let me break down the process. First, we have a consultation where we develop a plan to produce. This is where we have a conversation and I find out what it is exactly that you're trying to do. And once we have that conversation, I'll develop a plan of action to get this completed for you. This is actually my favorite part, or my favorite step, because this is where I get to find out your needs, the things that will help push your marketing for your business, your vision. This can be something simple as 1 video or a deliverable of multiple videos. Maybe even a deliverable of multiple videos with different ratios or cut into bite-sized pieces for the viewer to consume. It really can go many different ways. So in this consultation, we simply figure out the next step forward, the next best step forward with adding video assets into your arsenal to use in your process. And once we have this consultation, I'll devise the action plan of what we're doing or what we will be doing, and then you'll receive instructions on recording what's needed from your end. This is where we deploy inputs. The 2 inputs are 1, which is me, in-house production items, and 2, which is you, your end, user submitted items. On the left side of the screen, you'll see things that I'll provide. And those are professional videos of your products. And that's if you have a product that you can mail me. And what I'll do is pretty much I'll film marketing material in-house in the in-house studio, or maybe out in the elements. I'll also add in music and sound effects. That's pretty standard. And one good thing that I do is provide stock video, which is basically video that can be curated by us. It's videos I find online or that I pay for that I can use in your projects. You'll see a couple examples on the screen right now. These video editions help communicate the messages we're aiming to give the viewer. Also, any graphics, animations, text on screen, subtitles, animated characters, stuff like that. That's what we'll do on our end. And then lastly, professional voiceovers. If need be, we'll find a specific style of voice narration that adds that professional touch to your project. All of these things are available to use from the production team side of things, not from you. So the things that are going to be needed from you, pretty much one of two things basically. One, answering questions on camera. I take this part with utmost importance and seriousness because this is the portion that draws out response from the participant. Again, the participants can be you, your team, or your customers. It just all depends on what the action plan calls for. Secondly, pictures or videos that can be easily captured by the participants, and what's needed to be photographed or video will be instructed by us for you to do. And I'm not talking about some big extravagant, production. I mean, I may need you to take a video of an item or maybe your store, or there'll be a small list of things that you can do. And again, the participants can be you, your team, or your customers. It all really just depends on what that project calls for. Also, depending on what videos and photographs you already have on social media or anything like that, that may be all we need. We'll look through your website and your social media to pull any video or photo material that you may have, so you don't have to worry about that. So, all right, now that we have the user submitted content from you, we can go to the third step, which is for It'sCoolVision to do the magic, the editing process. I always refer to my editing like a pot of gumbo. It's a bunch of different stuff in it that makes it taste good. This basically is the part where you can sit back and let It'sCoolVision do the things we do to help you be great. One thing I can say that you may receive at this point are some questions that are needed for production. Questions like a list of names and titles that are needed, preferred CTA, call to action that you want to use, things like that. Just additional things that may be needed. And last but definitely not least, the deliverables. These are the videos that we agreed on creating in the plan of action during the consultation. These deliverables are custom to your project. They'll be delivered to you in a Dropbox folder via email. And then, voila, you now have video assets professionally produced by It'sCoolVision, all done utilizing technology and a production process that allows us to work remotely together. It'sCoolVision.